Whew, hello and good morning. I was a little late today because my computer froze entirely, except for the video. Like it kept playing the video I was watching, but everything else just froze. So the clock froze, and when I tried to check, I'm like, "What's going on?" So, and then of course, I updated my live stream software. It didn't bring anything over with it, so as I'm like, "Oh my god, it's 5 past." I had to reset up all of my login information. So it's been a morning, but today we are going to have a page finish, so it makes it all worth it. Got one color left. One color left on this page. It is the deep, deep blue 820. It's actually blue enough to pop out that I can see it. Oh, okay. There we go. Hello, hello. Now I got to change all my windows around because you know that them's the rules. Whenever any sort of upgrade happens, you gotta there. You gotta reset all of your settings. Oh, that was an interesting sound. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe okay. We'll get this. We'll get this party started somehow. Ooh. Apparently my multi-chat. I gotta fix it. Arg. I I need different settings. Okay, we're gonna just have Twitch chat. Maybe we're just gonna have Twitch chat. Hey, look, it's Twitch chat. Ta-da! Okay. So we have just, of course, it froze there. We have these white speckles. That's all we have left on this page. Um, yesterday, after I signed off, I started investigating a little closer on what I had left, only to realize that I it was I had a few more colors left than I initially thought, and that was because it was like one or two stitches that I had missed because I was zoomed out too far. So I spent most of this morning getting that all wrangled. Okay. Oh. There. Now I have my chatty chat all set up. And Spoopy, I did see you. Even though it's been wild and crazy, I did see you. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Hopefully, hanging out here, you can turn that into at least a meh. A little bit of motivation. I'm trying to. I'm dancing around right now because just how this is laid out. But I am trying to get it so I'm going back and forth. Well, in some sort of organized pattern. So I made out the page because I make out pages of what colors I'm gonna work on for the next page. I made this out yesterday. There are 3 colors that are really big on the next page. It's black. It's 823, which we'll be starting on because it's the ear part. 823 and 939. Those are the 3 big colors on the page. It's funny because Heaven and Earth generally don't use a whole lot of black. They really try to shade with different blues and the darker colors of the matching surroundings. I guess it's not. She doesn't look at black as just black. Is it dark blue? Is it a dark green? Like she puts some depth into her darker colors. And this next page that will probably be starting today has a huge chunk of black just like at the bottom and on one of the corners, and I'm like, wow. So uh, but I got most of the outliers of, at least in this color, in this area. I got most of those done before I logged in, thinking it was only 9 o'clock. Probably should have been knowing better, but time blindness. So I won. I won my epic yarn battle with a yarn knot. Um, one of like 3 or 4. Where when I make my cakes, sometimes it slips off in a turn, and I try to redo the cake if that happens because of the result of when I redo a cake after using it. Um, but this one I was not that lucky, and it slipped a couple of times, and I had to undo a huge ass knot. But I got it all done, at least on that particular piece. I have I have more that I have to fight with, but I think I've reached the end of my first piece of string. Yeah, I should have gotten a clue when Feature stopped chatting at me. He's definitely gotten more chatty the past few. I think it's because all, like, there's been like a massive upgrades to software and whatnot these past few weeks, and I have not had time to configure them all, or spoons. And when I've had time, I've had no spoons, and when I've had spoons, I have no time. That is the life in which I live. But I can't express enough how pumped I am to be getting a page finished. Like, I haven't been working I haven't been working on this one for very long. I think I started in September. I want to say September. It's somewhere in that ballpark. I took a break after getting Buffalo Wind done, but I did have this one all ready to go. Um, I think tonight is unfortunately going to be another 3 cart night at work, so there's going to be very little time for anything else. Last night I did the forbidden floor. Um, it's funny. I just nothing happened. It was a very uneventful evening. No fireworks, no drama, nothing like that. Maybe a few death glares here and there, but really hoping that this software update didn't fuss with all of my settings too. So my microphone seems to be working better today, so I'll take some where I can get some. I'll take a win where I can get it. Yeah, it's not quite as vibrant with my eyes, but at uh, looking at it through the camera, you can definitely see the 820 blue. I have all kinds of fun eye work coming up. Just realized this. So Thursday I won't be starting until 9:30. I have my A1C appointment at 7:45. So I'll probably I'm gonna aim for 9, but I make no promises because traffic is wild. Um, then next week, I know that Tuesday I will not be having stream. I will be getting my eyes dilated, so it's gonna be fun. And I get this page finished just in time for Work in Progress Wednesday. Woo! Now I'm all paranoid that my thing's gonna freeze while I'm streaming. That'll be fun. Mhm. Oh. So today's another day. It's gonna get above freezing today. Woo woo. Um, I think the biggest thing is it hasn't been windy, and that's been nice. Mhm. Another good thing about having only one color left on the page is don't really have to worry about finding where I was. I keep moving my frame and it's kind of squeaky. It's like kind of sounds like birds outside. And I'm like, nope, not birds outside, just the frame. doesn't feel like it's a whole lot of stitching, but there's a whole lot of stitches here. But this color, oh wow, has a lot less than I thought it does. It only has 5,000 stitches, really. And I mean, it sounds like a lot, but in proportion to the rest of the colors in the stitch, it's not a lot at all. Especially 939 having 115,000 stitches. Yeah, 5,000 is not a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Doo-ba-doo. Actually, I've been pondering when I post progress of this, tagging the artist who drew the original picture. I have her, I have her as a friend on Facebook. I know I'm old school Facebook. Mm-hmm. 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 Halfway down the spot. Running into, is it white or is it a blank spot? Is where I'm at right now because there are little blips of color or colors that are not blue. Mhm. Ooh. I designed my setup so I would have to have good posture while working on it. And some days it is difficult to maintain the good posture and I really just want to slouch. But I can't slouch and stitch at the same time. So let's see what wins today. Because so many stitch frames are aimed to make you hunch over, and that's not good. You have to have good posture. And so I intentionally designed mine to not allow for slouching. Which today is proving to be a pain in my ass, because all I want to do is slouch. That's why I can just do the sit back breaks. That's about as good as I can get for slouching, because I can't pull my frame forward to look at it more, and I can't move my chair forward. Because sometimes I'm smarter than my own. I'm too smart for my own damn good. Oh my goodness. uh, th- I I love Lowry stands. I have managed to get bits and pieces that have been hobgoblined in my current setup. Um, but I don't the entire thing is, it's an investment is all I'm going to say about that. Lowry stands are amazing. They're beautiful. They're very, very good at what they are, what they advertise. They're a very wonderful cross stitch stand. Um, but the size I would need is truly, it's an investment, and not one that works with A, my budget, and B, um, my stream setup. So that's why I have what I have. Is streaming adds a whole new level of, hey, I need this, um, to be able to show off stuff. And yeah, turning into a goblin is bad, even if it is to make beautiful pieces of art. Goblin goblin hunch is bad. Ugh. But that's why we have big stretch. And the funny thing is even though I started a little late, um, I was still stitching. Like I was still working on stuff. I didn't realize what time it was. So I still can't believe that. I always kick myself when I get time, get sucked into time. It's just always. Mhm. Looks like I'm gonna drop. So if I disconnect, I see it coming. Oh, I got my full bars back. Mhm. I haven't marked any stitches down. I won't until I get that done. Because that's the point I'm at. Is I'm not gonna mark the color down till I'm done the clump. Mhm. We might hit 3% today. That'd be pretty cool. Because we started off at 2.6. Mhm. 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 Just I'm mathing out because once I get down here, it's more horizontal. So I'll be like doing drawing a line and doing a line there, and then whereas this one is definitely just across a few lines. Yes, yes, I know, feature. It's super boring. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to take the straggler string off the top of the two bobbins at 820 I have going on. I don't like putting them back in the container with strings on the top. Sometimes you have to because you get the color all done and you have stray string. But I'm getting it down to only one bobbin having stray string and taking care of it. Oh my goodness. My magnifying glass gets really dirty really fast. Probably because I talk so much. But it reminds me that I need to have my cleaning wipes closer by. I mean, they're not too far away now. They're just right behind me, but ugh, scuffed a nail. Now it's getting caught on everything. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to focus the camera a little bit better. Because while I don't frequently fuss with them, my cameras are actually really nice. Like I can zoom them in. I have manual focus, at least for this camera here, because autofocus would focus on my hands, and then that doesn't do anyone really any good. The epic battle of dog hair. Closing in on the first clump of being done. My favorite thing after a page finish is that the first color. Like in this case, it's going to be 823 to start forming the ear. Um, and I just love the shapes that you sometimes pull out. Like with White Buffalo Woman, when I started a new page, I almost always started on a cloud, so it looked like the cloud was rolling into the next page. Um, like I like picking the color of the next page to start out, so it rolls and you start seeing like the next movement of the piece. Uh, in page 2 of this project, we will start to see Divine. We will start to see the wolf. Mind you, it's only his ear, but we'll still start to see him. but a lot of the colors in the next page are very much involved in that ear. Like if it's not the ear